So what amount of money would it take to afford the life that you live?
He has to make at least 150K.
Wait a minute.
He has to make
Wait a minute. He never mind. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
at least 150K. Okay, woo, Shaw. You know that's big money, Shaw.
Not necessarily.
Shut up. Why, Kendra? Why you got all the? How come everybody that calls your show is the 1% or Kendra? The only people who call your show seem to be the top 5% of earners. For this woman to say, well, it makes sense that she would think that you need all that money because she got all those kids. But to say that that's not a lot when we know the median average income, especially in the Black community, $150,000 is almost 5 times what the average Black American makes. Almost 5. Okay. Never mind. Go ahead.
Why would a man who makes 150K, potentially marry a woman that has 4 kids and her baby daddies or her ex-husband, because you were actually married, they didn't even make that requirement. So why, as a man that I have it, should I align myself with that? That's what
the question is. What have you ever done to get those type of dudes?
that's what I see in the comment section.
I understand 2 things. One, why would the man compare himself to someone that I chose when I was very young?
That's because, you want to know the answer to that question? See, that's a question that you don't really want to know the answer to. He's not comparing himself to him. He's comparing you to him. That is the type of person that you dated. So he's basing you off that guy. That's what he's doing. But y'all want to talk about standards. That was it. That's your standard. That's why you felt the need to say it's risen. Because that was it. So men 100% look at who you had kids by. Don't think it's not a factor. Why would a guy look at my baby daddy and judge me off that? Because that's what they do. You should have thought about that when you were having the kids or got the divorce. You should have thought about that.
That doesn't make sense because
yes, it does.
They're not his competition. And 2, why wouldn't that man want?
Clearly, they're not his competition because they make 150K and he only made whatever he made, and it's not even close to that. So clearly, they're not his competition. They're a level above him, and that's the reason why they're looking at you like, why would I date you if you dated him? It's a step down for me to be with somebody that he could get. Man, y'all gonna listen one of these days.
Me. Why wouldn't he want me? Look. Let me speed this up. This is
let me do the Kendra Cam now.
Let you speed
this
up.
Wait, move back a little bit. So she said, why would a man want? Ooh.
He got a nice body, but come on, sis. Like, are you serious? Do you really think that's what you selling? Come on now.
Gorgeous. I'm intelligent. I attend Harvard University. I'm very successful in my own right, especially because I have 4 children. And
why wouldn't you date somebody at your school then? You need to find somebody at your school. Seem like to me you need to find somebody at your school. You don't need to be on Kendra's show trying to find somebody. You need to find somebody at your school.
And I'm also not looking for a man who doesn't have children. I would prefer that the man has already been married.
Of course you want that.
At least once. It would be great.
Why would he already have been married once? Why do you want somebody that's been divorced? Never mind. Just go ahead and go off. I don't even care.
And then Lord of Leon said, with that in mind, fellas, never settle. These women raise their standards, raise yours. And settling for us looks different for women. Shout out to Kendra. You look amazing. Thank you, Lord of Leon. Okay.
That's because the word is made up nowadays.
I mean, when first of all, that doesn't make sense. Men.
You keep saying that shit. Now I'm going to hold you accountable because you said you went to Harvard. Stop saying things don't make sense and get some understanding. It does make sense. It makes perfect sense.
Have never settled.
Why do you say that?
Men, they don't settle. They go.
I hate you. I don't like you now. So men don't settle. But so men don't settle. So men don't settle. Okay, cool.
And this is the problem, because there could be a man who didn't deserve an awesome, I'm not going to curse, an awesome woman. But that awesome woman gives him a chance. And now he feels like, oh, well, these are the type of women that I can get because I've gotten one of these. And they just shoot higher and higher and higher. Men, especially.
You just described women on my soul. On my soul, you just described women.
Especially black.
This men fault.
Men, they're born with audacity. And so I'm
Black men are born with audacity. I wonder where it comes from. I wonder where this audacity that black men is born with comes from. See, we can't even compare genders when it comes to audacity, because you guys are so far off the Richter scale that it's not even a way to compare. So I don't even really know what you mean when you say male audacity. It's not like what women do. There's no way we could compare and contrast how y'all are. So what do you actually mean? They think they can get y'all? They think they can date y'all? Well, where is the evidence that they can't? How about, okay, I'll give you an example. The guy House of Hypocrites who went viral saying that he had seven kids by 7 baby mamas. You think he ain't got no coochie since that video came out? Huh? How about niggas like Future? You think Future can't get a new bitch right now? 10 kids, Pookie. He's like the king Pookie. He's like the boss level Pookie. Future could get any bitch that I know. Big ass facts. So why wouldn't black men have the audacity? Do you know how easy it is to get man? Listen here. Do you know how easy it is to get coochie? Why wouldn't black men have audacity? On top of the fact that systemic oppression never really was able to beat black men. It beat the ones that let them beat them, the gang culture, stupid niggas that fell to the system, and the ones that just fell to the system, right? But generally, you know how many things black men have overcome just for you to get in here and say they were born with audacity? I bet you the fuck they were. And who you think tried to tear it down? Not y'all. Not y'all. Y'all never got that opportunity. Y'all try it on the internet now after already getting, I hate to even use this terminology, after already getting ran through by the men. Let's not forget that y'all's views of men came from dealing with them. Stop playing with me. So where you think the audacity came from? It came from your coochie. I guarantee you that. So any man you know that's a black man that has audacity, he got it from the ease of ability to get coochie. How simple y'all made it while lying about y'all standards. Let's be clear on that. Don't ever play that game. Black men were born with audacity. And like I said, I could reverse this. And what about women? No. It ain't even no real way to compare y'all's audacity. It doesn't even make it wouldn't even do any justice to say what about women and start talking about audacity. That I can get any man. We're all 10s. I'm a bad bitch. Audacity? That clearly means something different coming out of a woman's mouth than a man's. You have a lot of it saying what you saying. I can't believe them words just came out her mouth. It's really a joke.
I'm not really sure where this whole narrative comes from, that men have been settling in the past and now they need to raise their standards. Your standards have already been higher than what you've even, deserved all this time. So humble yourself, King.
Okay. So now I'm not even gonna respond the way to that I could. Okay, cool. Men, listen here. Here's the reality of it. Society humbles men. We deal with reality. There is no body positivity for men. There's no fat sex symbol men. They don't have that shit. We live in reality. We don't walk around everybody's a 10, all this bullshit. We don't wear makeup. We don't cover up with weave. Women wear weave, but it's criticized if you wear it as men. Men deal with reality. So that's why you hear incels, but you don't hear femcel. So while you were out the game, as long as you were, clearly you weren't learning about men. You only knew 2 your whole life. Seems like you only met 2 men your whole life, it seems like. Because you out your mind. And that's why nothing makes sense to you.
Humble yourself, King. Esther said, hi, Kendra. I watch your show all the time. Love it. I wonder, do these women know the type of job or the amount of person has to make per hour in order to make 100K? So I hear this a lot. They want to know. I mean, you said you went to Harvard, or you
They don't.
going to Harvard?
I'm a Harvard graduate student right now.
Okay, you're a Harvard graduate student. So I'm assuming you know of men in these salary ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the question is, and this is a question a lot, they want to know, do women think of men who actually, or do they even know the professions of men that make 100K or more? But if you went to Harvard, my assumption is you know plenty.
No, she don't. Don't assume nothing.
Most people date within their social circle. So if you have to really try to find, if it's really difficult for you to find a man who makes over 6
Why do I feel like you about to put your foot in your mouth? I don't know. I've never seen this video.
figures, change your circle. You know, same thing for me. Like, I don't have a lot of men that I'm around right now who are just, 7-figure, or 8-figure men.
7-figure or 8-figure men? What? Of course you don't have those people around you. Why would they be around you or anybody else?
I want to elevate my circle. So as far as 150K is really low for the men that I'm around. And so, yeah, it's not difficult to find.
Oh my God. Why is the internet existing in this current space? 150K is really low for the men that she's around. No, it's not. No, it is not. No, it is not. 150K is not low for the men that you be around. You're lying.
Find those men for me.
So, okay, so the men that you're around, you don't want to date any of them?
No, it's they don't want to date.
Oh, no, I'm open to it. I just, my last
Can't get a date.
relationship was in December.
Okay.
And so I'm in therapy. I'm still in therapy, and I'm probably going to be in therapy for the next 5 years. It's really good, to just be able to talk things out.
If you're in therapy, you don't need to be on Kendra looking for a man. You need to look for your therapy session to work for you. And clearly it hasn't.
And not give so much, not put so much of your baggage on your friends and your families. And so now I said, during the summertime, I'm going to get back out there and I'm going to start dating again. So this is what I'm doing.
Okay, and I'm listening intently. So although you're around the 6-figure man, you said that you want to elevate. So you really want a man in the 7-8-figure range.
Yes, because I'm going to be there.
This is so unfair, man. I want you to think about the women like Taraji B. Henson. I just don't know why she came up first. Taraji's single. So basically, you around her age. She don't got kids like you. She got more cheese than you, for sure. And she's already in that circle. It's women already in that circle complaining about the dating market. And here you come trying to enter into that circle, twice divorced, with 4 kids, thinking you are going to net this 7-figure, 8-figure guy when there's women already in those circles complaining about the dating market. You are literally out of touch with reality. Like, you can't be keeping it real within yourself to think that this is a reality for you. It is absolutely not.
And he has to just be attractive. And you know if you're an attractive person. If you go out and you get looks all the time, you're an attractive person. That's what I'm looking for. So
if this guy goes out and gets looks all the time, that means right now he's out getting some looks. So why would he? So, okay. Now, remember you said men don't ever settle? All right, cool. You remember you said that, right? All right, cool. So we talking about this attractive guy who always gets looks when he's out, who's a millionaire. Because that's what you said, 7 figures, 8, possibly 8. So this guy's a multi-millionaire who's attractive, who always get looks. And you think he's supposed to be in a relationship with someone who has 4 children. And that's not settling. That's what you said out your mouth. Go ahead and go off. I just want you to.
I don't have certain features or anything like that.
I ain't even plan on watching this video. I just plan on rolling my blunt and cutting it off. This is interesting. Wow.
That.
Okay. Now, should he make a certain amount of money? We already got there. We already did that.
Yeah, no. We need clarification because she started off saying 150 ain't shit. Then she said 7, possibly 8, because she's trying to get there. So I'm trying to figure out, does this guy need to be a millionaire or not? Because she said 150K ain't shit. Then she said 7 or 8 figures because that's where she's trying to get. So does this guy have to make $10 million?
Shit, we did the Kendrick cam too. You want to do it again?
Might as well, because he got to make $10 million. We need to see that body again. We thought it was 150K body. Now we need to see again. We need to see 10 million a body.
This time, you want time for the Kendrick cam. Let's get up round 2.
She got a nice body, especially for 4 damn kids. She got a nice body, but 10 million?
Good girl, we can tell you keep it together. Okay.
10 million,
You look good. When was your last relationship, Shaw?
It ended in December of last year.
Okay. You don't have.
You must be a sugar. You're gonna have to be a sugar baby. Don't want to meet the kids.
To answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
December of last year.
Okay. Are you waiting for a relationship?
That's the goal.
Okay.
Yes.
3 flaws you have to
In other words, no.
work on.
I work too much, and what I've learned now.
So you want a multi-millionaire who gets looks every time he goes out, fine, attractive, tall, but you don't even have any time for him. And you got kids. Do you need this millionaire guy to babysit for you? Or what? Because you said your first flaw is you work too much. That means you don't have time for this millionaire guy who's tall, who gets looks every time he goes out.
Now is that the more money people make, the less they actually work. And so I'm trying to get to that point so that I don't have to work so much, because it can take away from, especially building a new relationship and nurturing a new relationship. I don't have a lot of time for it right now. So I'm trying to, I've made some space in my life where
you need to go get your husband back, because this guy you talking about, he doesn't exist for you. He don't even exist for people who's in the space where you want to get to right now, currently. And we know that because we could pull some of them up and they complaining about niggas. So I don't know who you think you're going to meet, but this nigga is not going to date you. I'm sorry.
And not work as much.
Okay.
I also, go ahead.
Okay, you go ahead.
And I also,
you got more flaws?
I don't shy away from confrontation.
Oh my God. I'm about to cut this video off. So you mean to tell me this guy who's attractive and tall and 7 figures and get looks every time he goes out has to deal with your smart ass mouth and want to argue with him too? You cannot make this shit up. You are not getting a man. Sorry.
So I would need a man who doesn't buckle.
Girl, get out my face. Buckle that.
And
okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
This got to be the best answer that I've ever heard in my entire life. Let me hear it.
Well, I'll say this. No.
You're stuttering already.
No matter how any of my relationships no matter how much or how bad any of my relationships have ended, whether it was like a good term or
a bad. We asked, why would a man be lucky to be with you? And you started off talking about your bad relationships. This is not it right here, sis. This is not it. I'm telling you right now.
bad term, they have always walked away better people. Their finances have increased significantly.
They didn't make 100K.
They have become more educated. Their lives look incredibly better than it did before I entered their lives.
Okay. So you're trying to tell me this guy, okay, he's tall and he gets looks every time he goes out and he's attractive. And he made 7-figure, 8 figures. When he meets you, his finances is going to grow substantially because of you. Cool.
That's what I have to offer a man.
You need to be a financial advisor then. Instead of trying to look for a girlfriend, you need to look for clients to help them get a bag. If every man you meet increases his bag, you need to start meeting men to help them increase their bag, and they pay you for it. You know, it's a job for that, right? It's called a consultant. You can be one. Since you just increased the bag, why don't you consult somebody? I think you lying, but you know, whatever.
Shaw, we got some more questions. You ready for them?
Let's get it.
Okay, let's get it. This man spent $20. Let me just go to him because he spent $20. Aggie Foot Fan 87 said, a single man who makes 150K is a 0.8% to 1.9% man. A man like that has better options than a 35 plus 4 times.
Wait, stop. The 0.8, the 0.82 to 1.9% is before you factor in that he's tall and he gets looks everywhere he goes. He's attractive and he's black. When you add all that in, it becomes 0.001% of men. It's not even a full 10th of a percent. It's 0.00001. It's not even a full 10th of a percent of people. Because she didn't say 150. She said 150 ain't shit. Let's get her words correct. She said 150 ain't shit. So he has to make 250 or 3 or 7 figures like she said. So if he doesn't play in the NBA or the NFL or rap, he don't exist. And that's just the end of story. So how many niggas is we talking? Out of 7 billion, we talking 50 niggas that are available. That's 0.00000.1. It ain't happening.
Single man, you are still single. No, why are you still single?
Again, I just left a relationship in December. And the only people who start quoting those statistics are people who don't actually make that amount of money. So,
first of all, maybe you don't see the statistic. It's 0.8 to 1.9% of people, which means, ma'am, 98.1% of the entire population doesn't make this money. So, of course, people who quote off these stats don't make this money. They don't make the money. Hell yeah, 98.1% of the world doesn't make $150+. They don't. The people who quote those statistics are the people who try to get you to live in the reality of what you're saying. Like, yo, you know only 2% of people in the world make that, right? Yeah, it'd be the people who don't make that money. You say that like it's some type of shot at them. Yes. That's why they're saying it. To get you back to reality with them. Silly little person.
I don't really need anyone who has to count their pennies in their bank account to try to tell me what a man who makes over 150K a year desires.
Yes, you do, because you sitting up saying what you're saying, and you don't have any examples of it happening for you. So clearly, now you're trying to throw shots at other people for what they make and how much money they got, when you are around the people and they ain't trying to talk to you. So why ain't you getting this information from them when you just said you was around them, but you ain't dating them? You a liar.
Because I don't have a problem getting the type of men that I'm interested in.
See, you lying. See, I just said you was a liar, and here you come with the lie. It's almost like I felt it coming. You said you don't have a problem getting the men. Why are you on this show? Why are you on this show right now?
In dating or mating with or marrying. So.
Why not?
If
Why
y'all
not?
ain't learned tonight.
She lying, because why she here? You literally on a show looking for somebody, but you saying you don't have a problem finding people. People who don't have a problem finding people don't go on dating shows to find people because they can find people. This is for people who can't find nobody. You can find people, but you're on here trying to find somebody. What are you talking about?
Y'all keep typing and paying for questions if you want to. But if y'all ain't know tonight, every cousin that came on this show tonight, they ready to read you down to the ground. So just know, you can say what you want, but
They can say what they want, but it doesn't matter.
She already said that
It don't matter when it comes time to trying to get that man. Like we ain't here to just. I'm not the cousins and the people. I'm not here to just roast you. I'm here to give you the reality of what you saying. This shit is kind of goofy on some real shit.
Backing down. Okay.
I'm mad that I even watched this video. You just wasted my energy.
Miss Blessed said the economy.
Really, I'm just in my bag.
Back then was not like it is now. So your standards are on point. Don't settle. She's saying don't settle.
I don't know why y'all see this is okay. So economy ain't like it was back then now. So now you can ask the economy is still what it is. You can still Google what the average home makes. You can still Google what the average 2-income home makes. People not making this money that people online try to act like. The average people not. So don't tell me what the economy is. The economy went up, but people still not making no money. That's why the economy so fucked up. Fuck you talking about? It's not my fault that orange juice is $7 a gallon. My thing is, once people start making a certain amount of money, she ain't really said nothing about bills or nothing, but I'm just saying, like, once people start making a certain amount of money, it shouldn't be petty conversations surrounding money. Not saying that she gave one, but I just don't think she's going to get the dude.
Okay. As a woman in the 250,000 range, I understand. Okay.
You understand what?
Jasmine said, this is a man, said, Kendra, ask her, does she understand the sacrifices a man has to make to get to 150K to 200K range?
For you to say that ain't shit. Who do you think you talking to? And like just in general, to be especially a black man walking around making $150,000 a year legally, and then you gonna say that ain't nothing? Yes, it is.
Let me say something really quickly.
Go ahead.
So, like I said earlier, my youngest son will be attending a college preparatory boarding school in the fall. And going through that process has really taught me a lot about life. You
had to learn life from your son going to college. So you need to grow up.
The path that we believe it takes to get to 150K or 200K is not necessarily the path that most of the people who ends up in that price range, like for their annual income, they don't take that same path. So
basically your answer to the question is no. He just asks you, do you know the sacrifice that a man has to make? And then now you talking about You're trying to simplify it like it ain't shit. This is what you're doing right now. I'm watching you in real time answer no to this question in long form. He asked you a simple question. Do you know the sacrifice it takes for a man to make 150K? This is you saying no, I don't.
You don't know what you know until you know it. And so
the answer is no.
A lot of these people have not struggled and, had to, labor laboriously and
So the answer is no.
do all of these things to get, to their price range. They took a certain path that
so nobody had to struggle and they never had to do no labor to get to that path.
Fortunately, many
even drug dealers do labor to get to that path. If you sell drugs and make 150K, you put in work. Are you out your mind? Like I just don't get what you're saying. Like
Black people are not privy to. But when you become privy to that path, you realize that it's not as difficult as you may assume that it is.
You're lying.
And so when men get that amount of money and they're around women like me, they're not saying, oh my gosh, you have 4 kids. I'd sacrifice all of this. And now I don't want to, marry a woman like you with all these kids. They're like,
they're not saying it, but they're not saying it. Like it's not coming out of their mouth, but their actions speak louder than their words.
How the fuck did you make this much money and do it with 4 kids? Because there's no way I could have done it. And they literally see me as a prize and they see me as an anomaly.
Okay. You are arrogant as shit and you're not telling the truth. You think I don't know a liar when I see one? This is what I do.
Because I actually went down the path that most of
Why are you on this show? If the men who you be around who make money like you make admire you and see you like a prize, why are you on this show? I need you to remind me. Please tell me.
The people on this show probably thinks that it takes to get there. So I understand the question, but that's just not the case for a lot of the people in America who are in the 150 to 200K range.
So the answer is no. You don't understand the sacrifice it takes for a man to get there because you just try to act like it ain't shit. You literally just try to act like it ain't shit.
And above, especially when they're not Black. And I'm not just, I'm open to dating non-Black men as well.
Oh, so now you want to talk about white boys. Okay, so what they do to get it. Because they ain't, see, this is one thing I know. Because I watch a lot of content on the internet. White dudes are brutal in this single mom conversation. They don't be holding it up. They don't play no games. They're not nice like boss. Black men, how y'all say black men bash women and hate women and all this different stuff, they are passive compared to white guys when it comes to the single mom conversation. So for you to say out your mouth that a white guy is okay with a single mom with 4 kids, a rich white guy is okay with a single mom with 4 kids, you are out your damn mind. That is a lie. I could literally pull up any video of a white guy right now. Like literally, I could just go on YouTube right now and just type in any white dude who I've never heard of in my life and play the video, and he's going to say you're out your fucking mind. Like, so don't ever lie on white dudes like that. There is so much evidence on the internet of white dudes not wanting to date single moms. They're brutal. They roast. Like they come in with jokes in the smoke. Like they're laughing about it. They're not even taking the conversation serious. It's a joke to them. So you're lying. You are literally lying on white men. You definitely lying on them. Like, it's a fact. No questions asked. White dudes are not with that shit. Shut up lying. They are not with that shit. They're not with that shit. They are not with that shit. They're not with that shit. Stop it. Stop your lies right now, right now, right now. Before I post this on Twitter and to ask some white dudes to say something. You're lying.
Okay, so all races or just non-Black men and maybe one race?
All races.
All races. So I will say this to that because it seems like you have the circle, and I said this before.
Lying.
Granted, you are in the world of the men that you're describing, according to what you're telling me. But I always tell women, if they are in those worlds, you should be considering those men are options because you have the first, like that is your first pool. So I think I asked this earlier, but it seems like you're surrounded by all these great men. So then one would say, why call me?
ex-partner is also in my same social circle.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've just been taking my time. Again, I'm newly single, so it's not like I've been around these men for 3, 4, 5 years and no one wanted me,
Okay.
or that I didn't want them either. It's that I'm newly single. My ex-partner is in my same social circle, and so, I'm just casting my.
That makes sense, but that also proves my point that you lying though.
My net a little bit wider.
So it makes
Okay.
sense though. I get what you're saying.
Ty Shy says she's very beautiful, gorgeous skin. I can definitely see her attracting that man.
What man?
Thank you.
You
Okay.
could. Why are y'all like this? That man, right? Let's talk about the guy. Let's not forget who that man is. He's 7 figures. He's a millionaire who gets looks every time he goes out, and he's tall and he's attractive. What are we talking about? Because she fine, she could get that man. You know how many fine women exist in this world among us who don't have these variables? Stop it.
Nene once said 4, 5, 10 kids. She looks good, intelligent, successful. She has my vote.
That's funny.
Nope.
I was gonna have. I think I read them all.
You know what it sound like to me? It sound like to me, since your ex is in your social circle, you need to try to work that back out, because the man that you wanted to date, you were already dating. And now you back in the dating market trying to replace this guy when you're not going to do it. You had a kid with him. Y'all need to work that out. Y'all got a 6-year-old. And it's just, you need to get with him. It's not working. It's not going to help you. I'm trying to tell you.
Thomas B said this is the bitter, combative, and sassy episode.
Well, learn your place.
All right, I think after this one, I'm going to stop. Demetrius James said, this woman is attractive physically, but extremely immature mentally. Men settle, especially in Western marriages, always have, always will.
Right, silly little lady.
If men settle and you're a man, then continue settling if that's your perspective. I can't change that, and I'm not here to change it. I'm here looking for, looking for a man who understands my perspective, who agrees with my perspective. So the things that we're discussing on this show is not going to be a matter of contention or a point of contention in my relationship. They already understand. And the same with that, I already understand. The bonus is if they have a child who's, around the same age as my.
There's no way no man that watched this video is going to agree with the stuff that you were saying. Ain't no way in hell. Because first of all, he gonna have to see me first. Then he ain't gonna do it. So there's nobody listening what you talking about. So, and then you don't want, like I said, you want to just be able to say what you want to say and be right. You better go talk to your kids like that.
My youngest child, that would be great.
Okay. All right, so listen, you held it down. All the women held it down tonight, child. They wasn't playing with you. So a couple things. You are 36. What's the age range you want to date?
I would like to date 40 and up. But I mean, I would go as low as 37. I would prefer, let's say 37 to 50.
37 to 50. And you're in San Antonio, Texas, but
it's the summertime. I'm not in school right now. So I'm either in San Antonio, Texas, or Cambridge.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Nice. I already found you on the app.
I downloaded it today just so that I could get.
Yes, I'm happy you did. I'm also gonna let you. I'm gonna get to the app, but I'm gonna let you shout out one of your social media platforms if you desire.
On Facebook, my name is Shaw Drake, and on Instagram, I think it's I am Shaw Drake.
Yeah, I am Shaw Drake. No, just one. Want to give out Facebook? So what is it?
Let's do Facebook. I don't really use Instagram like that. So
okay. So what's your okay, she's on both, but she's also on the app. This is you, correct?
That's me, yes.
Yes. Okay, she's the first Shaw. There's a couple of Shaws, but she's the first one. This is Shaw. Now, I'm a woman. I can't like her because I'm not her preference. So men, when you go to her page, there will be a heart, If you really like her, a star if you really, really like her, and a heart if you like her. So this is Shaw, 36, bachelor's degree, Gemini, looking for a stable, inspiring, happy, formally educated, deal, no ambition, unstable. Ooh, okay. We see you, Shaw. We see you, girl. Very confident, very don't play with me,
Not at
very
all.
well spoken, and very it is what it is.
Period.
Let's do it, honey. You keep me posted how it goes, baby girl.
I will. Thank you
Kendra.
so much for accepting. This is my first time trying to get on, so it was my lucky day. I'm going to play the lotto.
Well, girl, you know you're gonna be a highlight, so just get ready. Okay, get ready. All right, bye, boo. Kendra G Singles, the dating app is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.
Kendra, let me tell you how it's gonna go. She's gonna have to get back with her ex, and that's just that.